In the bustling streets of New Orleans, where jazz music filled the air and the scent of spices lingered on every corner, there existed a hidden society steeped in darkness, the coterie of the Crimson Moon. Their existence was a closely guarded secret, known only to those who danced on the fringes of reality. At the heart of this clandestine world stood the enigmatic figure of Lucien Blackwood, a vampire of ancient lineage whose power and influence stretched back centuries. From his elegant mansion nestled in the French Quarter, Lucien ruled over his domain with a mix of charm and ruthless efficiency, his piercing gaze hiding 1,000 secrets. But as the city slept beneath the velvet embrace of the night, whispers began to spread of a new player in the game, a mysterious vampire known only as the Silver Serpent, rumored to possess powers beyond comprehension. The Silver Serpent moved through the shadows like a wraith, leaving a trail of chaos and destruction in its wake. As tension simmered between the rival factions, a young human named Isabella Delacroix found herself drawn into their world, her fate intertwined with that of the vampires. Haunted by dreams of blood and darkness, she embarked on a perilous journey to uncover the truth behind the ancient feud that threatened to consume them all. But with each step closer to the truth, Isabella found herself ensnared in a web of deceit and betrayal, where nothing was as it seemed and danger lurked around every corner. And as the lines between friend and foe blurred, she realized that the key to unlocking the mystery lay buried deep within her own past, a past she had long forgotten, but one that held the power to change the fate of vampires and humans alike. Now, as the moon rose high in the sky, casting its silver glow over the streets of New Orleans, Isabella stood on the precipice of a choice that would shape the destiny of them all. But little did she know that the darkest secrets of all were yet to be revealed, and that the true enemy lurked closer than she ever could have imagined. As Isabella delved deeper into the mysteries surrounding the Silver Serpent and the coterie of the Crimson Moon, she stumbled upon ancient tomes hidden within the labyrinthine catacombs beneath the city. These dusty volumes spoke of a prophecy that foretold of a chosen one who would possess the power to either bring about the salvation or the destruction of their kind. Haunted by visions of a blood-soaked future, Isabella realized that she may indeed be the key to fulfilling this prophecy. But with the Silver Serpent closing in and Lucien Blackwood's grip on the city tightening, she found herself torn between conflicting loyalties and uncertain alliances. Meanwhile, tensions among the vampires reached a boiling point, threatening to erupt into all-out war. Whispers of rebellion echoed through the shadows as factions within the coterie vied for power, each seeking to control the destiny of their kind. Amidst the chaos, a dark force stirred, one that had long slumbered beneath the surface of New Orleans. Ancient blood magic, older and more potent than anything the vampires had ever encountered, began to seep into the city, twisting minds and corrupting souls. As Isabella raced against time to uncover the truth, she found herself drawn into a deadly game of cat and mouse with forces beyond her comprehension. And as the lines between reality and nightmare blurred, she realized that her choices would not only determine the fate of the vampires, but also the fate of humanity itself. But unknown to Isabella, a shadowy figure watched from the shadows, manipulating events from behind the scenes, a figure whose motivations remained shrouded in darkness, but whose thirst for power knew no bounds. And so, as the streets of New Orleans echoed with the sounds of impending doom, Isabella knew that the true battle had only just begun, and in the depths of her soul, she felt the weight of the prophecy pressing down upon her, a burden that would either save them all or damn them to eternal darkness. As Isabella delved deeper into the mysteries surrounding the prophecy and the escalating tensions among the vampires, she uncovered fragments of a forgotten history, tales of a lost civilization that wielded powers beyond imagination. These ancient beings, known as the Elders, were said to have vanished centuries ago, leaving behind only whispers of their existence. Driven by a newfound sense of purpose, Isabella embarked on a quest to unravel the secrets of the Elders, hoping to find answers that could tip the balance in the looming conflict. But with each revelation came more questions, and she soon found herself entangled in a web of deception woven by those who would stop at nothing to maintain their grip on power. As the shadows grew longer and the nights grew colder, Isabella's journey led her to the heart of the bayou, where ancient magic thrummed in the air like a heartbeat. There, she encountered a mysterious coven of witches who claimed to hold the key to unlocking the secrets of the Elders. But as Isabella delved deeper into their arcane rituals and forbidden lore, she realized that not all was as it seemed. Dark forces lurked within the coven, forces that sought to harness the power of the elders for their own twisted purposes. With danger closing in from all sides, Isabella knew that she could trust no one, not even those who claimed to be allies. And as the fate of the vampires hung in the balance, she found herself faced with a choice that would define not only her own destiny, but the destiny of all who dwelled in the shadows. But little did Isabella know that she was not the only player in this deadly game, for hidden among the ranks of the vampires was a traitor, a betrayer who danced to the tune of a darker master, a master whose machinations threatened to plunge the world into chaos. And so, as the final pieces of the puzzle fell into place, Isabella realized that the true battle lay not between vampires and humans, but between light and darkness itself. And as she prepared to face the ultimate challenge, she knew that only by embracing the shadows within herself could she hope to emerge victorious. As Isabella delves deeper into the mysteries surrounding the elders and the dark forces, manipulating events from the shadows, she begins to uncover a startling truth, one that shakes the very foundation of her beliefs. Buried within the annals of history lies a secret so profound, so devastating, that it threatens to unravel the fabric of reality itself. The elders, once revered as gods among mortals, were not benevolent beings as the legends had portrayed. Instead, they were tyrants, rulers of an ancient empire built on blood and suffering. Their powers were not gifts to be revered but curses to be feared, wielded with cruelty and malice. But even more shocking than the revelation of the elders' true nature is the revelation of their ultimate goal, a goal that transcends time and space, a goal that could spell doom for all existence. For millennia, the elders have been biding their time, waiting for the stars to align and the cosmic energies to converge. And now, with the prophecies nearing fulfillment and the world teetering on the brink of chaos, they prepare to enact their final gambit, a ritual that will unleash untold destruction upon the world and usher in a new era of darkness. As Isabella races against the clock to stop the elders and their nefarious scheme, she finds herself hunted by both friend and foe alike. Betrayal lurks around every corner, and she must tread carefully, lest she fall into the clutches of those who would see her dead. But amidst the chaos and despair, a glimmer of hope remains, for in the darkest depths of the human heart lies the power to defy fate itself, to rise above the shadows and forge a new destiny. And so, as Isabella prepares to confront the elders in a final showdown that will decide the fate of the world, she knows that she must embrace her true nature, a nature forged in darkness but tempered by the light of hope. But little does she know that the greatest challenge lies not in defeating the elders, but in confronting the darkness that dwells within her own soul. For only by facing her inner demons can she hope to emerge victorious and save both the world and herself from eternal damnation. As Isabella delves deeper into the secrets of the elders and the dark forces manipulating the world, she discovers a fragment of an ancient prophecy hidden within a cryptic tome, a prophecy that speaks of a chosen one who possesses the power to either save or doom all existence. Haunted by the weight of this revelation, Isabella embarks on a perilous journey to unlock the full meaning of the prophecy and uncover the identity of the chosen one. But as she delves deeper into the shadows, she realizes that the lines between ally and enemy have blurred, and that trust is a luxury she cannot afford. Meanwhile, the machinations of the elders grow ever more insidious, their tendrils reaching into every corner of the world. As Isabella races against time to unravel their plans, she finds herself ensnared in a deadly game of cat and mouse, with stakes higher than she could have ever imagined. But amidst the chaos and despair, a flicker of hope remains, a glimmer of light in the darkness. For Isabella soon discovers that she is not alone in her quest. Hidden among the ranks of the vampires and humans alike are those who would stand by her side, ready to fight against the encroaching tide of darkness. As alliances are forged and betrayals revealed, Isabella realizes that the true power of the Chosen One lies not in their abilities, but in their ability to inspire others to unite them against a common enemy and defy fate itself. And so, as the final battle looms on the horizon, Isabella must confront her greatest challenge, yet confront her own doubts and fears, and embrace the destiny that awaits her. For only by embracing the darkness within can she hope to emerge victorious and save the world from utter annihilation. But little does Isabella know that the true test of her strength and resolve lies not in the battles fought with swords and sorcery, but in the battles fought within the depths of her own soul. And as the prophecy unfolds and the fate of all existence hangs in the balance, she knows that the ultimate showdown is yet to come, a showdown that will determine the fate of the world and the destiny of the chosen one. As Isabella delves deeper into the secrets of the prophecy, she uncovers hidden clues scattered throughout the world, cryptic messages etched into ancient artifacts, whispered rumors passed down through generations, and enigmatic symbols hidden in plain sight. But as she follows the trail of breadcrumbs left by the prophecy, Isabella soon realizes that she is not the only one seeking the chosen one. A shadowy organization known only as the Order of the Eclipse has been hunting for the prophesied savior for centuries, their motives shrouded in mystery and their methods ruthless. Determined to thwart the Order's sinister plans, Isabella races against time to find the chosen one before they fall into the clutches of her enemies. But with each step closer to the truth, she uncovers more questions than answers, and the line between friend and foe becomes increasingly blurred. Meanwhile, tensions among the vampires escalate to dangerous levels as rival factions vie for power in the wake of the Elder's return. Lucian Blackwood, once a staunch ally, grows increasingly unpredictable, his thirst for dominance threatening to tear apart the fragile peace that has held the supernatural world in check for centuries. As Isabella navigates the treacherous waters of vampire politics and ancient prophecies, she realizes that the fate of the world rests squarely on her shoulders. But with enemies closing in from all sides and the true nature of the chosen one still shrouded in mystery, she knows that time is running out. And so, armed with nothing but her wits and determination, Isabella sets out to uncover the identity of the chosen one and unlock the secrets of the prophecy before it's too late. But little does she know that the true test of her strength and courage lies not in defeating her enemies, but in confronting the darkness that lies within her own heart. And as the shadows gather and the final showdown draws near, Isabella must steel herself for the ultimate battle, a battle that will determine the fate of the world and the destiny of the chosen one. As Isabella's quest reaches its climax, she finally uncovers the identity of the chosen one, a young woman named Elena, whose destiny is intertwined with the fate of the world. But before Isabella can reach her, tragedy strikes. In a cruel twist of fate, Isabella falls victim to the machinations of the Order of the Eclipse, sacrificing herself to save Elena from their clutches. As her life slips away, Isabella's final thoughts are of the world she fought so hard to protect and the people she loved. Elena, devastated by Isabella's sacrifice, takes up the mantle of the chosen one and confronts the Order of the Eclipse in a desperate bid to save the world. But despite her bravery, she is unable to prevent the cataclysmic events foretold by the prophecy. In the end, darkness consumes the world, plunging it into an eternal night from which there is no escape. The vampires, once feared and reviled, become the rulers of this new world order, their thirst for power unchecked and their cruelty unmatched. As for Isabella, her name is whispered in hushed tones by those who remember her sacrifice, a tragic hero whose bravery saved countless lives but could not prevent the inevitable descent into darkness. And so, as the world mourns the loss of one of its greatest champions, Isabella's memory lives on as a beacon of hope in a world consumed by despair, a reminder of the cost of freedom and the sacrifices made in its name.